Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Father Timothy, thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome stream. Go get your dark urge on. Get that darkness going. All right. Today, we're going to continue playing the Stanley Parable. I think we have a few more achievements that we can get. And if we get done with that, or when we get done with that, I'm thinking we're going to check out some more random games. Just kind of find stuff to play. See what kind of nonsense we get up to. Also, make sure if you have not voted the next viewer game, go vote, please. Right now it's a tie between Devil May Cry HD Collection and Doom 1993. That's what we got going on today. I'm gonna get this Parable going. See what happens. Enter the current time. All right. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? I don't know why I was off that screen. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. What? A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set to 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you actually take the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Oh, it's still at the 2? Okay. So what achievements do we have left? Oh, there's a speed run complete. Okay, we're gonna try to do the speed run, all right?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay, I guess we're not going for the speedrun achievement right now. But technically we did unlock some. That wasn't there before.
here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Dude, this game. What's that? Seven out of 6. Wait.
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Boss's office.
Let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I think it was the boss's office.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Really? Is that true?
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, this didn't happen. Oh, there was no pink room. Dude, this game is just fucking... I love it.
This was the 5th mini-Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god. A terrible resolution.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
What was that?
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment
about the one
when
under
you
the
picked up a Figley
stairs?
and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Thought that was a grill. We're in the present.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
The end is never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay. I think he's a little obsessed.
Okay, yes. The room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
You're making it less special, narrator.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video. Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I guess. I mean, not really my color.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okay.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
I don't know.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
What the heck? Does he not remember? Don't say anything. Like an actual memory.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office.
That's right.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
What
Yes,
happened?
I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to
So
think
he's
for
made up by
myself
the
again.
narrator?
I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes,
Kinda.
I can be on my own again. I can do it.
No,
I'll
no.
be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
No, no, you
Truly
need me.
was
You
so
need
much fun to
us.
play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
What?
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
This isn't really going to be the last one, is it?
This is the story of a man
Named
named
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
So is that like almost confirmation that the
Orders came
narrator
through through a
is
monitor
Stanley?
on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he
I was curious
realized
if
that
something
not
would change in this
one
intro.
single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief.
I can't remember what the
orchestrated
code
this.
was.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yep.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature
104
revealed.
was fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this... blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Here's if we got the speed running. Beat the game. Did we not do it in under 4 minutes? Hey, Gary, and how's it going? Oh, yeah? Nice. Yeah, you can't go wrong with them. Complete under 4 minutes 22 seconds. What's the fastest way to get through the game? Wait, F1? Then there's this achievement. 8. Ooh, what are you gonna make? We're gonna start over because I'm trying to get this speedrunner one.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That was a phone. Okay.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Garion. Going good. Okay. Okay. Are there going to be more recorded messages?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I'm never going to get the
Perhaps
speedrunning
he wanted
achievement,
to
am I?
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all. Just but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's see. I don't think, have I gone?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
All right.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Can I drive? No.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet.
Oh.
This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding?
104 and
It's
601 got
rubbish now.
fired.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone.
My
What
balloons!
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything
There's
when we
4
were
more.
back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right here just a minute
I
ago.
don't know shit.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
I know nothing.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Wait. It's all connected? This one is not connected.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well,
No.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't
is
we
it?
go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Why is this coffee spilled?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
No, this is... Something's wrong.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, yeah, fine. No, it's fine.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Oh, cool.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that
Yeah.
win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Hey, it's your idea,
Okay.
dude.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Are you sure?
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way,
Is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay, this is getting .007. What the fuck? Employee 432 peer reviews. Who's 432? Okay. Moving on.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I ain't gonna remember that shit. I ain't gonna remember that shit.
What? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Go home, Line. You're drunk. Kind of jealous of Line right now, though.
Oh,
no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
432.
Restart.
Oh, okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people,
Everything.
right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something
We
exciting,
were.
daring, mysterious.
And you didn't like it.
Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
You got
Why don't
upset.
We simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Fuck it. Let's do it, dude.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again.
Hey.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
How do we... I don't know. Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
All right. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay.
Let's restart it, man.
Wait, you know.
No.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
So is it gonna keep me doing the confusion ending?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Said I would
horrible
be
secret
prevented
did this
from
place hold?
on the
Stanley
schedule.
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I guess.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Nope, I ended up
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
giving up.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Once I got to the
Walking,
point that I
eating, working,
couldn't
all of it monitored and
figure stuff out
commanded
without
from this
looking it up,
very place.
it's like, okay,
And as
this
the cold
is
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
no
decided
longer
that
fun.
this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. How's it going? Failed. How'd the rest of your night go? But yeah, that's like the whole point of me doing those streams is kind of see, you know, what I think of the game. It's not really intended to beat the game. I was having fun with it, but like I said, once you get to the point where you're like, I don't know what to do. What's this do? Kind of like, you know. I don't mind games being hard, but when I get to the point where I gotta look stuff up is when I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. I don't understand what these buttons are. I know scent made a different noise. Okay. 3. 5. 2. No. Hmm. I don't get it. What am I doing? There's gotta be something with the buttons, right? Waiting for contact. They're like clues? We got ads coming up. I'm gonna keep trying to figure out this. Whatever this is. These aren't lit up. You're all good. They went fast. Too fast. I feel that. I feel that. You ever have a game make you feel really dumb? Activate power cells. Gotta figure out how to activate these. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
I may have broke it. I broke it. This part of the song kind of reminds me of Happy Wheels. Anybody remember Happy Wheels? I remember Jacksepticeye playing the shit out of it. If you've never played Happy Wheels, it is a silly game. Maybe after this we'll play a little Happy Wheels. Nat! How's it going, Nat? Welcome in. If you're in here, go follow Nat. Nat is awesome. Nat was playing Ludo the other day. I've got to check that one out yet. There's a game coming out. I think it's gonna be on Game Pass called Chronos New Dawn or something. That's probably gonna be one we check out on release. But welcome back from the ads, everybody. Ludo was super fun. I gotta check it out. I played the demo and it had some good jump scares in there.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
Yeah.
Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Yeah.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
I pressed 4.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, it's exactly
Or
that,
did you
actually.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video
Such a
game
troll,
can be
such a jerk.
one solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No!
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
What was I supposed to even do?
To your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your
I like the
inevitable
screen
life
shake
from
effect.
the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Shit. Speedrun. Let's try to get the speedrun
All his
achievement.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story,
I don't know if
and no
that'll
one
do
gets
it.
to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
That doesn't count. So 422, not including load times.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Wait, what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think I just missed something that
Yet
changed.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Okay, cool. Thank you for skipping right through that. You must know I'm trying to do the speed run.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that... blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Hey, how's it going?
The machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Nice cock to you as well.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
trying to get the
as
speedrunning
immense door
achievement.
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
I'm not sure if this is the fastest ending.
Had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Really?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What the shit is
Stanley
this?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Dog move.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
This
but
is
it didn't
different.
make a single difference. Nor did it
I
advance
don't know what the
story in any
fastest
way.
ending is. But I wasn't really timing it either. But you need to beat, so it says complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes 22 seconds. So I tried going through the normal way, the one that gave me complete the Stanley Parable. But I don't know how to do it any faster. We even got a thing where he was just like, yeah, we know about this, just opened, and he just opened the door. But I don't know. Do we take bucket with, nah, we'll just different. Come on.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Nah. Thank you so much for the 2 months. That also means we have to spin the wheel of misfortune. Man Ray. So unfortunately, I don't want to put these headphones on around the helmet. Let me find my other headphones, because I broke my last headphones. Hold on. These are the ones I got with my PlayStation. Oh yeah, they broke. Now these ones might be a little more durable, but I'm not going to risk it. I am not going to risk it. I do have earbuds, but for some reason the connection with them is just terrible. Even though I'm 3 feet from my computer. It does suck ass. Indeed. Major ass. But we'll be all right. We'll be okay. I need to set a timer. This is like the most debilitating thing to wear. And I dread the day I'm playing like a horror game. All right. I won't be able to hear anything, but we have subtitles. We'll be all right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
I can kind of hear my
upstairs to the
headphones.
boss's office.
Actually, I wonder. I just. There. Turn it up. Yeah. That works. Where are we going? This is like the crazy ending. I turned on dog mode. Can I drink out of the toilet? No. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Hey, that's a lovely purse. I have to literally like turn like this to look at chat. I know Michael Keaton's pain now. So this doesn't do anything, actually. We go in this elevator. It'll act like it's moving. The top two, thank you. Oh, I could actually hang it from one of my little things there too. This is working all right. But yeah, if you actually open the door, like an earring. We actually didn't go anywhere and accomplished nothing.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh shit. My bad. Thank you, Nat. I do that too much. And Gary, and thank you.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
We're just gonna get
Everything will be fine.
Basically the ending I think we just got.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
They did the opposite with the bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
Where we
with
turned
television
on the
screens.
mind control thing.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I might have to look up the way to get the speedrun ending.
The
Or
monitors
achievement.
jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never!
Employee pirate?
He
What?
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no
You guys see that?
except
That employee
bucket.
pirate. Oh no.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
We shall dismantle
Two
it.
best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Me and my best
They
friend, the bucket.
high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system. Stanley and the bucket waited in place.
Oh,
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from
We'll
the
have to spin the wheel
tyrannical
here in
grip
a
of the
second.
evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted
Sneeze
to
in
begin
every
watching
country?
a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Hey.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
What the hell?
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What do you mean? Okay. I'm okay, I think. All right, we gotta spin the wheel. What else are we gonna do? Oh, it's not working. There we go. One round of marbles.
Shall we play a game?
So I'm just going to actually exit the game quick since we just started that. Marbles. We're going to do a round of marbles, everybody. When I find it. Season 62. So I usually go random, a raging 10. All right. Make sure you type !play to get in the round of marbles. Start the timer. You got 30 seconds. I see ya. If you're on YouTube and you want to play, come on over to Twitch and type !play in the chat. Hail. Three more seconds. I remember how to get that. And I am in the lead. Nat and Hale coming up. Ooh, Hale sneaking past, pushing me around. Viewer is bullying the streamer. Nat, where'd you go? Nat, you died. Nat, how'd you die? What the fuck? Can I do a replay? I turned around and you were gone. Like a horror movie. Oh my god, that was luck. I am not hacking because I am the streamer. Zero hacking happening. I plummeted to your death. Oh man. Hale's gotta pick up the pace. Not having the best. Oh shit. And Hale died as well. Hale, how in the world? Okay, I'll tell you guys, we're gonna do another one because we'll do another race. Hacking at marbles is insane, right? Especially because I don't even know how to hack. Wow, the streamer won. It's crazy. All right, we're gonna do another one. Swear to God, if you guys die and I win again, I am not taking responsibility for it. I didn't hit start, did I? Oh no, I did. Okay. All right. 5 seconds. Oh, there goes Nat. Nat. Oh god, I thought you were like determined to just end it. Hale is in second. I am in third somehow, despite being clearly ahead of Hale. Now, I don't understand how that's working. Oh, okay, it's going by lateral. Okay, Nat, that going on over here. Nat is trying her best to just fall off the track, it looks like. I mean, I think it's kind of hard not to in this. Holy crap. Hale taking... Well, I kind of thought Hale had a shortcut. I am trailing because I turned off the code to make me win. I mean, because... the spontaneousness of it all. Oh, you missed marbles grass. I'm sorry. You missed the marbles. Ooh, Nat, I thought you were gonna thread right through there. Ooh. Oh, God. This is... Nat, you would have quit. Oh. That. Oh, Nat, right before the end. I swear to God. Okay, I was gonna say, I swear to God. Hale! Hale won it. Congratulations, Hale. All right, that was our round of marbles. Now we'll be getting back to the Stanley Parable. Okay, yeah. Yippee! Congratulations, you've won first place. Yippee! And welcome in, Grass, by the way. Thank you for stopping on by. Hope you're doing good, Grass. Nat, you just got unlucky. I mean, I died in the second one too, so. At least there's that consolation for you, is that I also perished. Unlucky twice. Honestly, So far, I think every round of marbles I've done, people die. Like, I don't think I've had one where somebody didn't die. Okay. The last time it just told me to enter my favorite time. I'm still gonna do the right time. 9:32 a.m. Your favorite time of day. No, I forgot to do PM. Oh no. Or you could simply not resist giving me the correct time again. Sounds good, Nat. Thank you for tabbing me up. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 9:32 a.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. It's inaccurate because I forgot to put PM. You know, I could just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game.
This is the story.
Okay. Getting used to these headphones, yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wonder if I can get the confusion ending again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I want
this
to try
was
to
not the correct way to the meeting room, and
confusion
Stanley knew
ending.
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
So I was trying to get the confusion ending, but then...
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right,
Where are we going?
down, left, right. Yep, okay.
This is a story all about...
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Now, I know I've already technically did this.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I just remember we spent a lot of time doing that.
All of his co-workers were
What
gone.
is the fastest ending?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Am I free Tuesday night? Unfortunately, I am not free Tuesday night. I have to work. I am working. Yeah, I know. What's going on Tuesday night, though? Friday? I am also working Friday night. As of right now, I have to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm trying to get my overtime day Wednesday switched to Thursday, though. Fish dish. Stanley. I'm cheating. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Basically. It's stinky. It's a stinky week. Okay. Okay, let me try something. I know. I'm hoping they can switch my overtime day.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person
I had
there
sent an
either.
email on Friday, but
Feeling
never got a
wave of
response.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator
I'm
talk.
sorry, guys.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed.
Are you
for a few
doing the
moments
stream
with some
Wednesday?
calming
Oh no,
New
you
Age
said you had your
music.
appointment, right? Calming New Age music.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I miss game with you guys as well.
Descending
Understandable.
deeper into the
No
building,
worries.
Stanley realized
I
he
get
felt a
that.
bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt
Well,
more
then I'll
free
probably
to
leave my
think for
day
himself,
of
to
overtime
question
for
the
that
nature
day.
of his job. Why
Because
did
that'll
he
actually
feel this
be
now,
fine.
when for
Then I'll
years
just work
it had
3 days,
never
have a day
occurred to
off,
him?
then 3 days.
This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
The Dusted Knots
Facility.
Man Ray. Okay, so it says this guide I'm following for this. Okay. Make your way into the boss office, into the password. After this, go down the elevator, then restart the game. So now, is it saying that I need to restart it like this? We'll see. Or do I Alt F4?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I'm guessing it's
Stanley
Alt
decided to go
F4
to the
maybe.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here.
Not
either.
a single person
Feeling a wave
here.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Then I'm
walked
supposed to restart
upstairs
it
to
till
his
I get
boss's office.
a particular... No, it's closed.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
It says restart the game. I'm gonna Alt F4. It might not work with the Ultra Deluxe Edition. Please just slide her until the dog and cat are friends. Jesus Christ. We just until the number 5 becomes a number 9. Which of the 2 made-up words blows most appealing to you? Scrumtish, Oinkel, Scrumtish. Please don't adjust the slider. You know what time it is right now? Yes. That is correct. I have to work tomorrow night. Yep, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. unfortunately. Yep. This should be my last week on overnight, so anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help. No. Will you come back to visit me? Yeah. Oh, you're good. Do not worry about it. Next week, yeah, I've got... So... My stream days next week are going to be Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. Thursday next week, he's gathering the Avengers. Garion invited me to play Lethal Company with them. So that's the only night that I have like something already specifically planned. But yeah, I should be on Sunday, Monday. Sunday night, Monday night. Or no, sorry. Sunday night I won't be on because I have to work Sunday night. Sorry. The Switch weeks fucked me up so bad. Yep.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Next week, I'll be streaming Monday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night.
memo.
Swing shift can be a pain in the ass.
When Stanley
Monday
came
night,
to a set
yes.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Monday.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This is not working.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 284. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story
are you
as quickly
kidding
as
me?
possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
I'm planning
So he relaxed for a few moments
Archipelagos
with some
every
calming New Age
Monday.
music.
What is Archipelagos?
All of his code.
I'm waiting for a specific beginning. Last weekend I was working, so I have no idea. The group of islands. So I don't think I caught that. Shit, this is it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
I'll have to
boss's
check it out.
office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now.
Oh my
Blah,
God,
blah,
we
blah,
just got
blah.
so
Secrets,
lucky.
The keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to
We might
think
actually
for
get the
himself,
speedrunning
to question
achievement.
the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Might get
This
it.
question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Hey, Candy,
Each
how's it
bore the
going?
number of an employee
Thanks for
in the
stopping
building.
in.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives
I don't think
of
I
so
gave Kay
many
a
individuals
frickin'
reduced
shout out,
to
did I?
images on a screen.
The hell's the matter with
Stanley,
me?
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility.
Hell, I can't
it was
remember if I
too
gave you a
horrible to believe
shout
it
out
couldn't be
either.
True. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof.
Sorry, I'm
The heart
focusing
of the
up right now.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy.
Trying really
or
hard to see if I can get this
or
frickin'
content.
speedrun achievement.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
Holy crap, that
Blackness
sounds
and a
awesome.
rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yeah, I bet you're tired.
He had
How
won.
far did you
He had
you drive
defeated
today?
the
Like
machine,
over 400 miles?
unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected
shit.
on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Dark Souls 3, it's so
Where
good.
had his co-workers gone? How had he been
Wish I
freed
didn't have to
from the
work.
machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the
Nice.
chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go.
So what is it like?
What to do, or how
If it's not in your game, the other
Whatever
person
life
has to
he
find
lives,
it so you
it
can
will
technically
be
have it, or?
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley
Ready to unload in the
stepped
morning? Hell
through the
yeah.
open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze.
You'll
upon
need to
his
pick up
skin,
games that are giga
the
cursed.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Okay.
And Stanley was happy.
I can do dumb rando with the settings. Please, did we get it? We didn't get it? Oh my god, how? So how do you get it if they have it? How did I not get that? How in the world did I not get the speedrunning achievement? Oh. Oh shit, that stinks. Gotcha. Ugh. Okay. That is insane that I did not get the achievement even after that. Like, how are you even supposed to? Oh, we got ad break. I gotta use the restroom, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Are we still in ads? That does sound cool. Sounds like a lot of fun, actually. So I didn't get the achievement for this. You want to know what I think is funny, though? So the speed run achievement, you need to beat the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds, right? Why not 4 minutes and 27 seconds? Because Stanley's employee 427. Like, why not? Why? Why would you do that? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's like it's 5 seconds. Make it make sense. All right. Okay. The phone ringing. Hold on.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Two. There's no narrator. Did you notice that?
When Stanley came to a set of two
never
open
mind.
doors, he entered the door on his
He's
left.
back. He's here. Our boy. Our sassy boy.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Are you kidding me? I just sat there for how fucking long? I'm not gonna get it now. I'm not gonna get it now. Ah. I fucked around for like a minute there.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
That was different, wasn't it?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Round 374, here we go, yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Got it opened right
Here's
away
the
again.
door, just go.
It opened right away. It opened right away. Oh my god. It didn't even make me wait to go down.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
You should
that
get the
read
deluxe if
Mind
you can.
Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
You've never
television
played this,
screens.
Garion? Oh, you
What
gotta.
horrible secret did this place hold?
You gotta play it.
Stanley thought to
It's a
himself.
must.
Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature.
They're
revealed.
so...
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Especially with the
Stanley's
deluxe edition,
coworkers.
I keep running
The
into like
lives
new
of so
things
many
that I haven't seen
individuals
yet.
reduced to images on a screen.
MS Paint, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Eternally monitored in this place where
MS
freedom
Paint
meant
on
nothing.
That game?
This mind control
That thing?
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it
Archipelago.
blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even
Archipelago.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy
But you wouldn't be able to
or
guess
sad
that I had to
or
use
content.
hooked on
Walking,
phonics as a kid.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
And I had a lisp.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley did... blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Let me out!
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Who cares?
How had he been freed from the machine's
Doesn't
grasp?
matter.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into
I
the
don't
chamber,
care.
he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Wonder how long
Whatever
it takes
life
the
he
door to
lives,
open.
It will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon
Got
his
it.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Let's fucking shit. Let's fucking shit. Fair enough. Okay, what else do we have? Test achievement, please ignore. Super go outside. Don't play Stanley Parable for 10 years.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Play
Perhaps he
the
had
Stanley
simply
Parable
missed
for the
memo.
entire duration of a Tuesday. I know.
When Stanley came to a set of two open...
Yeah, let's do it. How do I... Let me change the time, computer. We'll just go to 2037 just to be safe. We just time traveled. Remind me tomorrow. Oh, it is, I'm sure. 2035, that was 2 years ago. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games weren't meant to be played alone. We're meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. That's like foreboding. What the fuck is this? I don't know if it knows. This is what this game is all about, Garion. You gotta play it. Fuck it, let's go to the epilogue. It is such a meme. It is beautiful. Many, many years later. Yeah, I think so. Dune, yeah. I've never seen Dune. I've never read them. I'm trying to turn down the volume in OBS. My Steam Deck and it's not working. Hold on. I noticed it's kind of loud. Getting on the verge. Oh, there's the memory house. Ooh. You know, something that I want to play is the Thing remastered game. That just kind of made me think about that. I don't mind board games, but I like they gotta like really kind of pull me in. Can't do body horror. I'm petrified of the Thing. That's fair. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for, an infinitely deep hole. Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting, a welcoming reprieve. Scythe, I've never played that either. I don't play a lot of board games, but when I've played some that are like more... What was the word you just fucking used? Intricate, yeah. You're not sorry, Gary. Lizard, 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 lizard. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. The Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013. Its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. Look at that, more Stanley Parable is just not what fans want, reads the press release. We thought we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. You're talking about Trouble, I believe. Is that what it was called? I can't remember what Trouble was, though. I remember Sorry. Sorry had a similar concept, didn't it? No, Sorry was something else. Look at all the figlies. Okay. Well, here's the infinitely deep hole that is broken. Hello again. Oh, I found you. Nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard, in fact. Let me show you. Together, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Sad thing is, Gary, is that people still go and buy it. Gotta say though, Battlefield 6 was looking pretty neat. Kind of like the... Let's see. Stanley Parable 3. Lord of the Grilled. Oh, I can only pick one? Lord of the Scream? Exactly, yeah. I'm holding off. I probably won't even play it. Because I stink at first-person shooters. But I do think it looks... Maybe I'll play the... If it has a campaign, I'll play that. But multiplayer, yeah, I'm gonna murdered. The Stanley Parable 3, Lord of the Scream. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like works. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Fuck it, let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright there, the achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Oh, God. Lord of the Scream. All right. This is so good.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he...
How do I get...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I get the... Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. I didn't get the achievement. Oh, is it because I... No, I didn't get it. Now but I can go get a test achievement one. I've already done this part once before.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing
But there was a
this
machine
ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark. Any new
is
content
something
for it
part
should
of the
live up to
new
that
content?
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Where is the... Ah, here we go. Should be fixed.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, God.
Breathe. Just breathe.
So good. Is it exactly 10 years? There's also one that says play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Which I might be able to cheat that one.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
No, we've already... Well, are there more Figleys? Guess not. What about the hole? Oh yeah, can't do the circle because we ran into that in another part of the game. Hold on.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
I was curious if I took a screenshot, if he'd say anything. Because it says no screenshots, but it's worth a shot.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
I've already done that.
Right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like.
It's not
A
infinite.
stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
It's a lie. The hole is a lie.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable... All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how
Okay, we've
exactly
seen all
these
this.
features will come together.
And I don't feel like listening to all of it again. Okay. Try this again. Oh, it didn't save it, that's why. Oh, oops. Now it did. So when I do that, Windows is like, you need to update because you're way out of date. So it thinks that for some reason that since it's 2036 that my PC is out of date. Wait, it just reverted the time back. Why the fuck is it doing that? Sometimes I fucking hate Windows. Like, not even kidding. Like, Microsoft, you fucking assholes. Like, why did you revert the time on it? I have it set to not be automatic. That's so fucking annoying. Wants me to restart my computer. I'll pick a time. Yeah, you can restart on August 6, 2037. Okay, is it going to revert my time again? Please don't. I'm giving it a minute to see if it actually changes the time back. I asked it to launch the game and it says launching, but nothing's happening. Why won't it launch my game? Is this Windows just being a pain in my ass or something? The game won't launch. Like, I'm not kidding. The game just won't launch now. Is this because of Windows? Or is it just that game? Let me try launching a different game. Let me quit Steam. For some reason right now, I cannot launch. Oh, like none of my shit is working right now. Like my Steam Deck isn't working. Is this fucking Windows? Is Windows really just like not letting me use my shit? Because it thinks it's out of date? Dude, like fucking losers. Like my Stream Deck isn't working. Like when I press shit. Wow. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Hey Jay, thanks for the lurk. Windows won't let anything work because it thinks it's out of date. Because I set the time ahead for an achievement. I can't even get Steam to open right now. It's like soft locking all my shit. Jesus Christ, dude. That is fucking insane. Okay, I guess I'll just fucking... not do that then. I think I just broke everything actually. Ow. None of my shit's working now because of this. This is so cringy. Holy fuck. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now. I got Steam to reopen. My Steam Deck still is not working. Am I even live still? Like, I don't know where that came from. Oh, something did go wrong with the YouTube stream, but it's looks like it's back up. I just had to refresh. Shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to see if I can. I can't use my Steam Deck right now for some reason. I don't know. It's not working. Very cool. See if it'll let me start the game though. No. I can't launch any game right now. Anything. Fortunately, I think I'm gonna have to end stream and restart my PC because it's like absolutely fucked right now. I can't get anything to work, so I'll be back.